the page because I got disconnected for like a minute, not even a minute, like 10 seconds. Come back. Please come back. Yeah, just refresh. Rose insisting on H4 again. It never really stopped working. It just... my internet sucks. It's Comcast. Horrible. Horrible internet. Well, what can you do? In the Slav canon English, how do you decide on when to give up or defend the C pawn? I think it's like a matter of taste, Arsenal fan. You know, some people enjoy sacrificing pawns for the initiative. Some people are really materialistic. I think they're both ways are typically possible. I don't have Verizon, Antonio. Did you have Verizon when you were here? I used to have Verizon years ago, and that was equally bad. I think they're equally bad, basically. Verizon or Comcast. It's difficult to say like which one is worse than the other. They're just both bad. All right, so castle. We're in mainline theory there against wild tricks. In the English. Now this move, I don't think I've seen that one before. H5 is new to me, Morales. I think I've seen only E6 in this position. Everybody plays E6. The nerve. You know, traditionally, theory said like black's always supposed to play bishop d7, the move that Morales was pretending to be afraid of. But theory has more or less somewhat reversed itself on several things there in that Caro-Kann. First of all, the g4 is not necessarily bad for white. Second part is that black can play bishop g6, as I did. Parmenides, you're repeating the same game we had before, right? Bishop h3, a move in that Caro game. Well, I don't think so much in that particular position. I mean, it can happen later on. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something that happens later on. Bishop c5 doesn't look right. All right, so what did I do against Jim? I just did this stupid line. I lost to Oliver Mihawk with this, playing white once, a reverse Tarash. I don't really play the Tarash. Oh well. Whatever. What's next? What do I do here? Guess I have to play e4. Just kidding. Colonel Crittenden. This is kind of getting a little bit weird. Do I castle queenside? What the heck? E6 has been played. We'll play the move 11 variation. A6 there. All right. Randomly signed you up. Signed you out. Over and out. Artificial moves that do nothing. I mean, I guess it almost does something. Lochik, I don't know, always plays too fast. I'm not really sure why he does that. We have to prepare ourselves. Sir Ethan. Sir Ethan. I guess F5. Parrot Ode, another strong player. I'm kind of afraid I'm going to drift into a slightly worse position if I'm not careful here. Plays F3 there. Drift. Continental drift. A4. A4 is tempting. Artificial. We got to do something. Stuk says, am I out of the loop? What does that mean? I mean, reference to what? In reference to what, sir? Catalan up a tempo. Yeah, I don't know, Stuk. That happens. There you are now. I have no idea. I mean, I don't pretend to understand how lichess works. Actually, it's usually Jim who's playing. Was it Jim? No, it was somebody else we had those reverse tarnishes against. Funny. B6 is a weird move from AP. Associated Press. Rock and roll. Bishop D3. I think I'm supposed to play E5 somehow. Looks kind of crazy. I'm like, can I take the pawn on G4? Man, I think I need to like pass and come back to this one. I'm not happy about this. Lochik playing too fast. Theory. Asterbeat's back to his old standby. Wow, this is a very weird line. People do this sometimes. Oh, here we go with Nefedov again. Mad Rama says cheesy noob. That's right. Bob, you managed the disgrace. Somewhat disgrace. He's under investigation. We can't comment on ongoing investigations. Bob. You know that. You know the policies here. You can't comment on ongoing Senate investigation. You're part of the Senate Investigation Committee. Wow, someone on sound is here. Israeli time zone. Having some ravioli. Don't talk about food. Rule number 1 of Fight Club. Chess Club. First rule of Chess Club is no talking about food at around dinner time. Alright. Bishop to the key diagonal. Gotta do that. A5. So this is like all known. We got a Panov. Fuchsia would be happy. Just wanted to say hi. Back from Israel. Oh, now elsewhere. 1 more week to travel. There's this really expensive pizza place I wanted to try. Speaking of which, guys, don't forget, support the stream so I can order overpriced pizza. Let's see, castles, rook c1. Trying to keep the tension there. Nefedov. I decided to give him a Skaven again. Uh-oh, that bishop doesn't look well. Your time on the plains to read Esterman's book from end to end. Get a little advertisement for Esterman in. Good job. Oh, I don't have a book. I forgot. All right. Well, I would feel bad if I had a book, someone on sound, but since I don't have a book, I guess we'll let it slide. I'm basically playing a weird Mr. Coffee. Wow, 200 bits to the pizza fund. Why do I have 2 glasses of wine? It sounds good to me. I'm all out. Throw in some bits for the wine. Double fisting it. Okay, I don't know. This is such a strange position for me. I don't normally get this Scandinavian type deal these days. In simuls, anyway. I almost want to try like knight b4. This looks wrong, but if it looks wrong, we must do it. Wow, the hedgehog coming from Asterbait. Can I beat you within 20 moves? Yes. But not always. Certainly. Oh, mother of mouse slips. God damn it, Jerry. I meant to play a5 and I played a6. I guess a6 is better than nothing. Sakamano playing the Asterbait attack. The everybody attack, really. Alright, we'll transpose to a Sicilian. There was this guy, he passed away recently. He was a big friend of local chess here in New England. And Jerry Williams. He used to talk to himself in like the third person. When he would blunder, he would like scream out in the tournament hall, "God damn it, Jerry! How did you play that move again?" Stuff like that. It was amazing. He was a great guy. Really hilarious person. Okay. But moving on. Playing the Curious attack. Dmitry lost. It's not really a Curious attack with the pawn on f3. It's a Curious attack a tempo down. That's why the Curious attack sucks. E5, an interesting move. Opening it up a bit, but almost like he's goading me into that. I sound like John Malkovich. No, I never had that before. Recently I saw this Amazon John Malkovich, Agatha Christie. He was so weird. He played Poirot. It was so strange. It's the weirdest Poirot ever. Most people really hammered it, but I thought it wasn't that bad. I mean, pretty much anything he does is alright. Yeah, I remember seeing that movie, being John Malkovich. It was a long time ago. What are we supposed to do here? Just keep wasting tempi. Bob, we've had this before, right? Bobby boy. Bob's almost developing like a real sort of repertoire now. We'll stick to our guns. Wow, G5 from Dragon B. I mean, it's an extremely extreme in the extreme. Allowing B5. The Raoul. We call this maneuver the Raoul in local circles. Raoul's this friend from Mexico who's lived in Boston forever. Loves to maneuver his knight like that. Alright. What next, kids? Alright. Regrouping. D5. Mr. Coffee should be the one finishing his coffee table. Thank you guys for the support this week. Donations, what have you. Arsenal fan just kind of keeping that pawn there. Not very supportive of him to do that. Alright, that bishop is mine. What's left of it? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to start moving a little faster. more action, less talk, basically. That's what we need to do. More action, less talk. Ifdav, of course. We'll soon transpose to a game I had with little kid last year. Queen c7, queen g3. Wait, are you supposed to let me? How does this work? Actually, take, b5, queen g3, bishop b7. That's the little kid game, I guess. Maybe it's better not to even waste time with queen c7. Provocateur. Rook c8, g5, 97. No, he didn't smash me. He got a winning position after 20 moves, and then he had zero ability to calculate his way out of out of a paper bag, and failed to find like 4 obvious wins and drew. So quite a different thing than smashing me, but it was just amusing that someone who couldn't calculate simple tactics just memorized a lot of moves. It just goes to show how dangerous it is to play mainline theory against little kids. Okay, f6, e3. This looks kind of normal. Time is ticking away, ladies and gentlemen. An unusual move there. The b6 weakening the c6. Speaking of unusual moves. Okay, black's position is really stretching it there. Ethan, oh, I thought this was Ethan, it's Carl 5. Carl's Jr. Maybe we'll try something new. Good to see Astrobate trying something new as we speak. Donatello. Yeah, this was played against me a while ago in a Blitz game or maybe on the stream. It's not supposed to be very good for white, but if black doesn't follow up properly, can be a problem. I feel like I'm playing the King's Indian, this Bogo. I've played what? Bishop d4, correct. Astrobate destroyed in 1891. Destroyed. The word he used. Destroyed. Chess is about destroying the other player. Astrobate is turning into like Garry Kasparov. It's about destroying their ego and bringing them down to the lowest possible level. Drag on B with G5. That's a move that actually happens usually later on. So it's probably not that bad. It looks weird. Probably not that bad. Informatics. They say that in Hungary too. Sounds kind of weird in English. Right. Right. I feel like Sir Ethan could be kind of tricky. Took 4 moves and we're into main line. Rogozin. Man, Merle Dixon took forever against my Sarawan defense. H6. The new home prep. Super solid. I would guess this game against Wild Tricks is probably still in theory. This is probably considered to be about equal. But I don't really play it much. Don't know what I'm supposed to do next. What to do next? Maybe Queen C2. Queen C2. Merle allowing Bishop G4. Again. Trading pieces. Wow, so I think Dimitri lost and I had a game very similar to this once before. What happens if I play B4 here? E5 also. E5. I really want to sacrifice a piece for some tactic, like B4, knight moves away, knight takes E4, pawn takes E4, bishop takes E4. By the way, I'm just down a pawn against Arsenal fan, it looks like. Not thrilled about that. I mean, I have a white squared bishop for whatever that's worth. Not really enough. Unexpected D5.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I said unexpected D5. Now, how does that have anything to do with you? Minor glitch in her programming. Anyone viewing? Demoralization sucks. There's a statement. Transposing to game little kid now. It's all mainline theory. One of the lines, anyway. I think against Alcantor I had that position once, many, many years ago. CM Wild Tricks, F5. So we've got to be a little bit careful of F4 type of things. I think I like my bishop there on F3. Rook d1, wow. Okay, this is new. '92. The Magic Mouse. My mom had this mouse pest stuff that she used to put around called Magic Mouse. It was like a humane mouse deterrent. But Magic Mouse sounds familiar. It's kind of like Modest Mouse, the band. But Magic Mouse, it wasn't like a cartoon character, was it? Why can't I take here, my brethren? Oh, there's like a tactical wizardry for black, like Queen B4 wins. What, are you kidding me? Knight E4, Queen B4 resigns? Not so quick. Knight E4, Queen B4. Rook B8. Bishop A7. Oh man. There's all sorts of problems. Knight E4, Queen B4. Damn that move. But maybe I could just defend my bishop with something ridiculous like Queen D7. And I'm still like, I'm not sure he can take it. Take. I'm still hitting C2. $100 for the party fund. That goes toward the pizza fund. Party fund automatically goes into the pizza. Party, pizza. It's the same category. Alright. This is not funny though. Riley's trying to ruin me here with nasty threats and stuff. Knight F6, Bishop H7, Rook H7. I guess we have to do Knight F6. I don't know what else you could possibly do here. What did I just do? I did Knight E8 there. Okay, AP at so just sacrificed a piece for nothing. Got another piece over here. Taking pieces. Lubbock's with Bishop G5. Kind of a weird move, actually, from a player of that caliber. Bishop D6 preparing F4, it looks like. I've lost to this player once before. I was not aware of that. Maybe that was like before they were a candidate master. I don't remember that at all. What was that about? What's up with the position? 1, 2, 3, 3 pieces each. I just dropped 3 pawns. They were like perfect or something. What do I do about f4 now? Really trust this position. A pheasant surprise. Mr. Coffee. What's that? You can trust the links by Mr. Coffee. One of our more respectable regulars here. All right. Black's lost there. Eventually I should castle. He's coming with rook d8 next. Castles. Queen e2. Of course, Jim is equal here. d5 isn't good. This game is making my headache come back. I have a bad feeling about this. Infinite Flash Chess is here. Curry on anything makes food taste better. Curry tastes better than cow manure, that's for sure. Wait, what's up here? Yeah, he's a true. Wait, he's an Indian. He's from Indiana. Castles allowing b4. Wow. That doesn't seem right. Okay, Jim did not avail himself of the possibility of attacking my pawn again. Pawn again, off again. This is just why I don't play this opening. It sucks for white. Okay. Bob spent an inordinate amount of time on his last move. Inordinate. Oh, wow, what's going on here? F6? And H3 I don't really know about for Arsenal fan. That looks kind of weakening. Doesn't seem necessary for him. Act fast. This offer will only be good for so long. Pawn? Duh. Well, like, I have to play e5. I guess you could do bishop f3 and then e5. e5, g4. Knight g4. No. e5, g4, ed. That could get crazy. I guess I have to go for it. A little concerned about g4 possibilities there. Possibilities. Getting hungry again. Thanks everybody for watching my stream. Don't forget to donate. And you can also check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I do upload all of our streams. So, Nafadav and I, the game against the little kid is, I think, Queen c7, Rook ad1, Rook ad8, Bishop d3, King h8, I want to say. Maybe Bishop c6. Probably it doesn't matter. I feel like I got a Bishop c6 in there somewhere too. Okay, Donatello took an f6. That doesn't really look necessary. Okay, Cheap at K. D5 is known from Miles, Anon Miles. No, it was a Yes Gus versus Miles. Very good for white, probably. I wouldn't trust that variation for me. But now it's probably not that bad. The mouse slip game. I played a6 by accident. You just have to live with it now. Okay, I mean, black doesn't have real compensation for a piece here. But you asked if I want to do artificial take back. Artificial resuscitation. No, I didn't notice that. Thank you for offering. Wow, okay. Bishop c2. Dragon B. Exact the c6 pawn. Attack. My enunciation is perfect. I thought Sir Ethan had an interesting game there. He's got Queen h5 check, trying to get that on me. And this J Knight guy, suspiciously rated at 2000, but he's kind of hanging out. I thought I have a good game here, but actually, all right, I'm up a pawn. It's not that easy to do anything, though. It's making me a little concerned. You know, these B3 Sicilian characters, they usually have a lot of little traps and stuff. Kind of hard to get my pieces out. Rook b8, a very strange move from Stuk. I don't think that's best. Not the most constructive. And Lord Jesus Christ looking for the weaknesses created by a6, but it may be too late. How do you defend the c6 pawn? you just don't. Just don't. b4, b5 anyway. This is going to get sharp. Like a recent game we had, actually. Like a recent game we had. We're basically doing okay. This game I'm not too excited about. So Arsenal gave the pawn back for Nimzovician. Nimzovician like pressure against my center. Interesting. It was all part and parcel of h3. Part and parcel. What does it mean, part? What is the part of part and parcel anyway? Clickbait? If I could go back and play piano, it would be a world-class pianist. Right. Right, Bob. Try to distract me. Defending his knight on d4 indirectly. We need a plan. Para Ode will be better. Might have to play h6. That's the Zoltan Varga. Philidor. The good old Philidor. I don't play the Philidor, but I'm playing the Philidor. It looks like. Bishop g4. Draw. I offer a draw. Bishop g4. Offer a draw. I gotta go faster. Gotta go faster. Come on. Knight c5, of course. Should have seen that coming. Right, this is little kid game. Aforementioned game with little kid. Feels like I'm down a tempo or something. Okay. Poor little kid doesn't have a name. He's just a little kid. All right. Just another little kid. There's so many of them. They're like running rampant. Bishop c2. I think the tournament directors sometimes, for the last times I've played in tournaments, just are trolling me. Like, they just pair me with like little kid after little kid after little kid, and they're secretly like laughing in the back, you know, like we gave him another little kid. He still hasn't figured it out yet. That we're like collaborating to make him just have to play little kids all the time. They're just mocking me. E5, of course. Bloody breakthrough. F3, defending the G4 and the E4 squares. Thus, activating. What will Emil Sitovsky do in this position? Bishop C5. Bishop H7. Rook H7. Does that look good? I'm a little bit worried about how I'm gonna defend the G6 square. I gotta play faster. We're down to just pure water now. Ding! Maybe I can play like Bishop H7, Knight H7. See, he's kind of lurking with all his pieces against G7, ganging up on me. Yeah, I don't like this anymore. Totally sneaky move there. Don't know what that's about. Okay, so there's Queen H5 check. That's okay. Got that covered. Playing the hippo. A true hippo. King F8. What should we do? C5. C5, if I play C5, the D6 gets kind of weak. Yeah. Not even considering taking that pawn. But I know this guy's used no time for the whole game. Scary. He's 30 seconds only. $30. Check. Why did I play Rook D1? Well, he played Rook B8. Okay, it's not so bad. Guys, I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to the chat much now. Just so you know. So yous all know. Maybe H5 is in order. E6. Should wait on that. Let's just trade. Wait, what happened? Knight E5 now, threatening Queen H5 check. That's disturbing. This has got to be good for black. Parmenides and Stuk, obviously partners in crime here. Essentially playing the same opening. It's kind of weird. Wow. All right. Look at these pieces hovering around my king. Queen d3. Gotta get my pieces. Pieces is the word of the day. Donatello, is he like 1100? No, he's 1795, but still, this is not so easy. Alright guys, moment of silence for my slow play. Sloth play. Look at this bishop on d7. My god, man, what am I doing with that? Too afraid to weaken myself. It's like exaggerated. Bob, it's always about going after my d5 pawn. My e. My e. Alright. So b5. Pressure. Right, so knight h7. It's got to be better than taking with a rook. His knight is coming back out the other side. And he's on knight d5 though, actually. Is that a problem? Arsenal really solid, man. It's a nice knight you got there. Speaking of solid, Jimbo. I mean, I called him Jimbo. I meant Bob. Asterbate doing a great job. Very solid. Hippo. All right, what's up? Rook E1 now. Rook E7. Man, Rook E7 can be played. It's like a Vargasoli move. Taking your life in your hands. All right. Here. Yep. Yep. Wait, what? Merrill Dixon with bishop h2. No, sorry, knight to d3 this move. Wow. Maneuvering. h5. It's like a weird move. Oh, he just dropped a piece. Alright, Sir Ethan got lucky there. Rook d2. Subtle. You gotta play rook d8. Really. The other rook. Can't make up my mind. Wow. Alcantor went with g4, so taking on g4 will give me problems with d5 square. With the d5 square. But on the other hand, knight takes g4, takes g4, bishop takes g4, knight d5. Queen where? Queen d7. It's like a Bronstein sacrifice that didn't work or something. If bishop g6, g5, then it gets really ugly. Maybe I could just go out to h5. I have serious problems with no place to put my queen. Or I can take on d4. I guess I was thinking about that. Takes on d4, knight d4. Knight d4. Okay, what happened? Knight c3, wow. Rook e8. Oh man, I have knight g5. Queen d3. Knight g5 is like asking for trouble. Really need to develop my pieces here. Alright, so Stook takes. Fine. Let's go. Solid player. Wait, I took an e4, he just took back? He didn't even consider queen b4. Bob, why is it every time we play we have the same exact theme? That's so strange. What? Queen e6, of course, avoiding an exchange of queens. He's down a piece already. Maybe I ought to play bishop d3 there, I don't know. So he saved his rook. I have rook takes c2. Or bishop takes c2. Rook takes c2. Rook takes c2. Queen e3, obviously no good. Queen e1, no good. He has to go to f4. Then rook takes e2 check. Then king a1. And then there's some weird moves like e5. Queen g3. So bizarre. What's the problem with that position for me? It's a good question. All right. What an exchange there. Bishop f4. Oh, so you're going to castle queenside. Alright guys, so just play fast and don't do anything stupid. Don't be stupid. The pawn people. It's checkers. Oh, this is great. You gotta love this. Pawn people. What a position. Pawn people in the house. Alright, I mean, I gotta be a little bit aggressive here. Jesus is pretty solid. Not surprisingly. Okay, what's up next? Bishop a4. Mr. Bill. He actually used a little bit of time on his last move? Wow. That's shocking. Maybe I can hold a draw. If I'm lucky. Alright. Bob is so solid. It's ridiculous how solid he is. Oh, this is a blunder. God damn it, Jerry. Blunder. Blunder. This is like really close. Very equal. Yeah. So maybe I should have played bishop d3 there earlier. Masturbate closes the center. Bishop where? Now that's a weird move by Nefedov. That's not the normal plan there. I gotta make up my mind here what I'm doing. I was gonna play rook a3. My game against Astrobate has suddenly become a Roy Lopez, otherwise known as the Spanish game. All right. Well, Merle Castle kingside. Not what I was expecting. I was wondering when this sacrifice was on. What do I do now? Maybe knight f6. Jeez, that's weird. That is just perverse. I really oughtn't do that. But on the other hand, Morales is like an expert. I gotta try to be what? Wary. Problem is the rook. Knight f8. Maybe knight f6 is the lesser of the evils. I don't know what to do. This kind of feels hopeless. I don't know. All right. I left out with queen h3. Very subtle. See through his little charade. G6 as usual. Kind of thing you have to do sometimes. So what's going on? Oh man, Arsenal, you see everything. Unbelievable. Speaking of seeing through charades, Arsenal saw through mine. Now what? F5. Yeah, I did miss that initially. I finally saw it right before I made my move. So at least I saw it at all. I guess that's good. Now he's clearly better. So, but at least we might be able to make a mess out of it. Make a mess of it. I have no idea which way to play this. It's probably not a good position for me, but we'll try. All right, so what happened? E5, wow. Stronger. I've been farting around too much in this game. Stronger than I thought. That sucks. Uh-oh. The master of calculation just struck. Look at this. Look at this move. What a time to find that move. Just in time. Oh my god. My entire position falls apart now? In one move? That's a strange question, Bob. Wow, Asterbate just went berserk with F5. A highly risky move. Wow, F4. You have that too. Nice aggressive try. Man. What am I gonna do? so Dimitri has 3 pieces. No, it's just 2 pieces. No, it's a rook and 2 pieces. Rook and 2 pieces with the queen. Wow. Crazy. Still playing a really kind of cool game here. Queen is attacked. Wonderful. Man, I am in serious danger. He's got 14 minutes left too. Oh, you can take on f3, Asterbate. I totally forgot. I'm basically dead now. I should have offered a draw with f5. I mean, I know he made a mistake with rook e1, but it's still probably not better for me. Okay, I'll take a draw. I've got a million games anyway. Good game, sir. Asterbate takes on f3. I still don't trust his position. Rook e3, right, but I'm defending, hopefully. Actually, bishop g5. Cheapy guy going after my pawn. Funny position. Kind of awkward. Do I have to go here? I don't really like that. Alright, Stuke's trying to kill me. This is just a landslide. Parmenides playing like God. What's up with h4? What is up with h4? That king is not for this world. Not longing for this world. Alright. White does not win the piece there with bishop d4. I guess it doesn't matter much. Interesting game here. Alright, this should be over. It's a very tense situation. Bishop h3, wow. That's creative. I didn't think he could play e5. Wasn't part of my calculations. Now my a7 pawn is hanging. Nice game by White. Wow, but he is 2,000. Damn. Alright. Kind of blundered there. Ooh, that hurts. This is not going to work for me. I guess I might as well just resign here. No time anyway. Feel like I ever had a chance in this game. Literally. I don't know. Masturbate with rook f6. Wow. What's going on? All right, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's go. What do I do? I don't know what to do. When in doubt, play for cheapos. Merle Dixon. What are you doing, dude? Sacrificing pawns? Threatening mate? Oh, you've got that move. Look at that. Oh. Oh, that's so awkward for me. Sometimes it's hard. What do we got so far? I can't even keep track of the simul score. This doesn't look too good. I might as well just resign here. Alright. Better to save time. Just resign. Yeah, that was a convenient little trap there, Lord Jesus Christ. We managed to win one. Wait, what? Queen e3 into the pin. Bob missed something. Whoa. Oh, I just gave him my queen. Oh, that should be interesting. Man, I don't understand. Sometimes people just don't resign. Gave him my queen. Nice. It was a good game. I don't know, Carl V suddenly like doing all right. I'm just going to resign this. This is pointless. Too strong for a candidate master even. Alright, rook on a to d1. Very strong pressure from Merle now. Sacking pawns. I have to be practical. Man, there's a lot of positional geniuses today. I have to say, I outdid myself this time in terms of the strength of my opposition. Merle with massive compensation. What happened? But God, Asterbate, you even come up with this stuff. Jeez, he found a way to make that scary. I still don't even know what's going on here. Wait, what? Merle's playing faster than I've ever seen him play before, I think. Just he's like blitzing me. I've never seen Merle do that, like try to blitz me. It's weird. Wow. The Lord Jesus Christ at it again. Wait, what happened? Rook fc1 and he played king e8. He didn't take my queen? What? Masturbate. You know the drill. There's no sneaky checkmates allowed. Oh, come on. Crazy position. B2's hanging. man, I'm having fun here. Wow, Blobig's just like the master of the white side of the hippo. Unbelievable. Very few people know how to play this type of position well with white. Alright. Man. Stuk is trying to kill me too. Holy crap. Scary. Can't believe AP87 was moving too fast to see that I was hanging my queen. Oh, that's bad. All right. Bishop takes e5. Lord Jesus Christ should play faster. Where's my queen going? Is every square controlled? Wow, that's pretty amazing. I have to go here. Lord Jesus Christ, how can you make every single move instantaneously? Damn, dude. Alright. Just one after another. Oh, this is a nightmare. What's up now? Unleashing the power pawns. Wow, knight d3. So he's like 1100, right? He's 1200. What? What happened today? You're not 1200 anymore. Damn, dude. Merle, playing like Merle. I keep wanting to go out there. Man, Donatello, wasn't he like 1200 or something? Even this is bad. I thought I was kind of okay here. Wow. It sucks I can't even see like what the score is. Most of my games. Just calmly retreated. Okay, I'm just gonna flag, I guess, on all boards. These guys, they just move instantaneously, playing for time. It sucks. Thanks, guys. Especially the regulars who know how much I hate that. I mean, I don't know, Stuk is, jeez. This is frightening. Rook e5 now? Mate in one? No, it's too hard. Too many strong players this week. Carl just keeps making moves. I can't predict what he's going to do next. Man. Will be, of course, very, very solid. Can't drop that. All right. Speaking of solid, all right, Bob. It's close. It's close. I don't know. Bob has drawn me before, probably, but not in a long time. I presume. It's been a while. Knight d4, tactical tricks. Lord Jesus Christ has 10 minutes to my none. Basically. Turning to win a piece. Like, dude, you just find these moves instantaneously. Alright, check. G6. Another scary move. Alright. I think Dimitrilas is in trouble there. Nice draw, Bob. Damn, and this guy, Carl. Like, I'm worse now. Does anyone know what's going on around here? Did you have bishop f2 check last move, Jim? You had that last move. Oh, man. Booby's coming to get me. Looks like I'm going to lose a piece or something. I have f6. Man, guys, I mean, these positions are too hard. I can't stand this game where he just plays for time the whole game. That drives me crazy. Look at this guy. Down to 1 minute. Minute to win it. I should have played knight takes d4. No draw, he says. That's just not right, man. Oh. Wait. Gotta be careful. I'm enjoying this. At least one or two of you are actually in time pressure. So I took the wrong way. What is going on here? What? Merle is like on crack. Oh, I have this. Queen of 4, does that just instantly win there? Lord Jesus Christ. I'm just going to resign. That was an interesting game. He had to use like no time for any of his moves. It's like, okay, effortless. An effortless win by Lord Jesus Christ. Found every move instantaneously. That's interesting. I'm in trouble here. What am I doing? I mean, this player is also kind of like Lord Jesus Christ. The fast moves. Oh, he's on that. Almost toast. Yeah, now I'm toast. Alright. That was a crushing game by white. Crushing. Oh, knight d4. Wow. Alright. More or less uncompromising chess. Speaking of which, stood an amazing game. Freaking incredible. Queen b5 now. What? So I can sack in exchange? Try to survive? It's really hard to checkmate this guy. Man, Dragon B. I'm in danger here. Speaking of which, danger. Bishop e5, Merle. Nice move. Can't wait to analyze this game with a computer. Alright. Right. Merle is like 2,600. That's all. This week he really went off. Phew, man. Basically, I don't have a square on the file. I can go here. That's not even going to save me. He played what? Queen d6? It's up 7 pawns, whatever. Wow. Nice decision there by that opponent. Just gonna lose like 10 games. Wow. I don't know. I just lost to Morales. He played like God today. Unbelievable. Great game. Oh man, another cheapo. How do you guys have time to set up cheapos with no time? I'm up a pawn. Man, this is driving me crazy. Donatello played g4. That's a pain. I don't like playing f3 a whole lot here. About to lose on time. Alright. Yeah, some crazy discovery I didn't see. Alright, that's enough of this. Damn, I'm gonna drop the A pawn there. Speaking of dropping pawns, pawn for pawn. Should be able to hold a draw there. Six wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. 6 is lucky. Lucky or good? Should I use these pawns? He blocked my guy out. Alright. Man. Guys played really tough today, I have to say. Incredible. Some incredible games and some credible games. If I didn't blunder. I don't know what to do. Mate. Oh, he's threatening to trade queens. Jeez. He is trading queens. We're all too sharp. Damn, dude. Relentless. Back rank mate. Mate is great. Should be able to hold that. Didn't take my pawn. Really good level of play here today. Keeps trying for that cheapo. Wish I could do something with this queen and knight combination. It's like it's only a draw. Oh, man, he's been tough. I just want to get to a plus score, and I'll be happy with my result for today. God. Another check. Those two pawns, man. Damn, dude, you're killing me. How does he play so well? God. Now we're playing for a win, I guess. Still not so easy, though. What's my threat here? The rook exchange, of course. And he finds everything. You had a move to defend that pawn. That's ridiculous. I thought you didn't have a move to defend it. That's so funny. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream. Astrobate, another bit donation. Hardfights and Noodle, 1,500. Blowby with 1,000. Jim with 800. Donatello played a great game. A lot of new players. I want to drop my rook really bad against Jim. I've been trying forever. Goes the pawn. He's giving me that. Another rook versus queen against a Greek guy. Dragon BC. Good draw. Good draw today. So he's got a blockade of the e2 pawn. Can't keep everything blockaded forever, though. Gotta be careful with Parmenides. He's extremely tricky. That's clearly a draw against Jim. There's no way I can win this. He's very polite not to offer a draw. Since I was a tiny bit better at the end. Theoretically. So what's this? It's another attempt to win. Speaking of attempts to win, I'd like to know what mine is. Jim, thanks for the donation. Good game. Another ops color bishop draw. I was worse throughout much of this game. I have 8 wins, 8 draws, and 6 losses. But this was one of the strongest fields that I've ever played, I think. There were a couple people who were low. But just like 2 low-rated players. 2 or 3. I mean, Stook didn't play like he's low-rated. Played a lot stronger. The candidate master guy, I mean, I don't know. It was the same thing the last time I played him. He just basically played like perfectly. That's hard to beat someone who plays perfectly and fast. I don't know any ways to do that, but if you guys have a secret, let me know. Maybe S4 is a candidate master. Reminded me a little bit of that, except he wasn't slow rolling me. But who knows? It's not enough sample size to say. Just you get a feeling sometimes people are really, really strong. Alright, this is a draw. Well, no, he didn't get banned. I mean, it's not banned, you know. It was just like, I don't want to play him anymore. Because it was apparent to me that something wasn't right. But he doesn't really play, he just does some simuls and stuff. I don't know. He was referred to Bob, the referral list. I have 1 game left. Alright, we're playing for a win. We can reach 9 wins, 10 draws. It's a crazy amount of draws. 6 losses. But the time was really bad for me today. I'm just winning here, I think. No, Stook, you played an amazing game. I honestly, I really like my position. But I guess I was overestimating it, first of all. And then when you played E5, I mean, it's a very standard plan, but I had kind of forgotten about it because you were doing like B5 or B8 on the queen side. So it was, I thought, lucky for me to even live through that. Now, check, king takes f5, e2. This is going to become another one of those. Was it Dimitrios before who drew that game against me? Was he the same one that drew e2? Who was it? Was it Dimitrios, right? Who drew rook against queen against me, playing like just a machina. Unbelievable. I couldn't. I just gave up. I just gave up. I couldn't even attempt to win. But we still have some tricks left here. Or maybe not. By all rights, I should be winning. Check and e2. Well, he's sacking his bishop for it, and then it's some kind of theoretical position that's very difficult to win. It's our last game, guys. Thanks for following. Thanks to Bloby and Jim for donations today. Dragon BC, all those guys made it to 4,000 total. But I'm trying to set up Queen C1 check. There's this ridiculous variation now. Queen C1 check, King moves, E2, Rook H5 check. It's like out of... Unbelievable. It's unbelievable he has this resource. Rook H5 check, just out of the blue. He took my next to last pawn. It's going to be like queen versus rook and rook pawn. I've got to try, though. How could he have seen that? Man. Just lucky, I guess. Queen E5 check. If you'd seen the last time he played rook against queen against me, you wouldn't even bother to try to win it. I think it was Dimitri last. Pretty sure, the same exact endgame. Well, it's not queen versus rook, it's queen versus rook and pawn. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of tricky checks and stuff I can play. But E2, rook H5 check, Bloby. That's the problem. The stupid rook H5 check. Every variation is rook H5 check, rook H5 check. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like perfect formation. I'm lucky I can even get a plus score in the simul. Oh man, it wasn't my day. I have no idea what I'm doing here. And I'll just try to maneuver my king near his queen, or near his king near his king, my king near his king. But he's like making progress a little bit. Now he has to go in front of his A pawn, which he doesn't really want to do, I guess. Unless he can play king c6, possibly. I mean, most people would lose this position with white against a higher rated player. But I'm not optimistic here. And it's just heads up, you know, it's just one opponent. So I actually have time to think. But I'm usually so tired by this point. I mean, it's almost a 3-hour simul. Dimitri last, yeah, king a6. So now what, like queen g7? My head hurts. Yeah, the last time I had the rook against queen, it was my side defending the rook, and I lost it in a drawn position. I lost the fortress draw because I was so tired. I was so tired I couldn't even play the game properly. It was 2 years ago against the Greek guy. Can't remember his name. The guy was lost in 12 moves, and then I missed it and lost like a 5-hour game. I mean, he's basically trying to stay on the white square, I guess. Trying to stay on a white square. I think my king needs to be more relevant to some degree. And queen versus rook alone is difficult to win if you're not a computer. You made it up. What did you make up now? I feel like my position is getting worse. Oh, I hung my queen. Oh my god. Alright, good game, man. Dropped my queen. Can't believe it. I mean, strange things happen when you're tired, you know? Bob would see it. It's like the password, Bob. It's the same thing as the password. Bob was the first one to spot it. A5. I don't know how I can win. I mean, he even has an A pawn that's dangerous. It's like a draw. It's got to be a draw. After King D4 was played. But I mean, I just assumed I was winning. You know, when I played this, I went into this ending. I'll check him out. Just plays like God. Nothing I can do. Yeah, Queen E5 was the best move. That's a good point, Arsenal. Damn it, that was a better try. Merle, you were happy not to lose. You had massive compensation. And you played like instantaneously every single move. You were doing pretty good, man. You say you lost a pawn, but I mean, it seems like you had complete compensation all the way. Black was the one who was worse. I liked Arsenal fans Queen E5 there, actually. But I mean, it might be a losing attempt. Objectively. He could have forced a draw with Rook C4 check now. Rook C4, Queen C4, Bishop C4, King C4, A6, E2, A7, E1, A8. I mean, this is reasonable, I guess. I don't know, Merle, you came with a different kind of energy today. Much more aggressive than usual. You really wanted to win today. I had the feeling. Draw wasn't enough. He blundered his bishop. Easy game. Easy game, Bob. I don't trust myself even now. And I'm sure it was a draw. And I was about ready to accept a draw. Kind of a lucky, kind of lucky win there. I want to look at that, though, before we finish to see if I was winning. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was winning before I allowed him to take my F5 pawn. I'm pretty tired, so we'll just take a quick look at this. I want to see the endgame. Because when I allowed him to take my next to last pawn, computer says I'm winning, 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 computer says I'm winning. I'm still winning, I'm still winning, I'm still winning, I'm still winning, I'm still winning. So I must have missed something here. I mean, okay, stockfish to stockfish, rook and rook pawn against queen is like +7. So it thinks, oh, this is just easy winning no matter what. You know, that's fine if you're a computer. But in reality, like rook against queen is extremely hard to win in a practical game if the opponent, you know, knows how to defend it optimally. So it's funny, like I didn't have anything better than that line like Bloby suggested, which is rook e2 check, king g6, bishop e2, queen e2. You know, and we're just playing, okay, yeah, computer according to Stockfish, according to the table base, it's +7. Yeah, you probably win the pawn by force, Bloby. I mean, that's normally what happens. It's very hard for him to keep the pawn. Eventually, I'll be able to force the win of the pawn. But even then, it's extremely hard to win. Try, you know, as an experiment, try playing Stockfish on its normal level. Set up queen versus rook, and you try to beat the computer with rook against queen. Like, seriously, it's extremely, extremely difficult. It requires a lot of memorization. I think that endgame is much harder than, like, you know, people who complain about mating with two bishop and knight versus king. I mean, that's elementary, you know. Rook against queen is like the hardest pure piece endgame to like win, you know. Parmenides, thank you. So retrospectively, I guess, you know, the really big mistake was playing f5. This was huge. If I played like h5, probably I could create two connected passed pawns. I mean, that looks interesting. Though he does have a passed pawn here. I mean, it's just not that easy to win this. But I mean, the last thing I should have done was let him trade off one of my pawns. I mean, I do need to get it through, so I am going to need to knock out the g-pawn. I guess I could have won the g-pawn outright, yeah. Queen, this is the best line. Just take it. I mean, obviously, I'm a little bit concerned about his a-pawn getting down the board, but I think this would have been the best approach. Just try to take the pawn. And he does do really well against me. But anyway, thanks to everybody for your playing in the simul. It was really, really hard. Super tough. So I had 9 wins, 10 draws, 6 losses. I appreciate it, guys. What? What was that weird comment in there? Anyway, guys, I will see you later. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Carl actually played an excellent game. I'm sure he was better even at some point. Anyway, guys, it was my pleasure. Thanks for playing. I will see you next stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, so we're trying to do a 12:30. I do 12:30 on Mondays and Fridays, 12:30 Eastern time. So that's like a little earlier for the European players to check it out. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Thanks for donating, support the stream this week. And from myself and the replacement Macro Panda, we will be back. It was tough. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks a lot. That was my pleasure. Later.